Welcome to the Tripstergram. Today, I bring a complete guideline video about the Faroe Island. The Faroe Islands are part of Denmark, but remain independent in many ways. They have their own government, currency, and are not part of the European Union. But as a European Union citizen, you still don't need a visa for a visit of the Faroes. The Faroe Islands has to be one of the best countries in the world to discover a piece of the world's unspoilt natural beauty. Its dramatic landscapes, cloud-scraping peaks and stunning wildlife will without a doubt leave you in awe. This island has no shortage of amazing sights to see. The Faroe Islands may well look a million miles away, but it's a lot closer and more accessible than you might think. This small archipelago feels like one of Europe's most untouched and isolated nations. Most visitors stay on one of the three westernmost and biggest islands: Vágar, Streymoy, or Eysturoy. Those are also the islands that are well connected to each other by proper tunnels. We recommend you to stay on Streymoy Island. Streymoy Island is the heart of the Faroe Islands. This way you're located somewhat in the center of the Faroe Islands. This is also where the capital of the Faroe Islands, Tórshavn, is located. If we talk about weather, with the Faroe Islands being so far north in the North Atlantic, temperatures can shift quite significantly depending on the time of year you visit. Temperatures usually range from about 3 to 13 degrees. The winters are surprisingly mild here, though you should expect a high wind chill factor and colder days in the winter months, especially if you're exploring the country's coastline. Where to stay? The Faroe Islands have a couple of hotels, but we would recommend to stay in a cottage or cabin. There's a multitude of great listings on Airbnb, but also independent homestays. The hotel prices are rather steep in the Faroe Islands, while you still won't get a lot more service than in the cottages. For a more original feeling of the islands, a cottage doesn't get any better. How to get around? You'll definitely need a car to get around the islands. And rental cars aren't cheap on the Faroe Islands. Think at least €40 per day for a small car. You don't need a 4x4 or an SUV car. Street conditions are really good on the Faroe Islands, and even remote parts can be easily reached, even with a small car. The Faroe Islands Guide to each islet. What to do on Vágar? There are 5 important things we would recommend to discover on Vágar, the westernmost of the 3 big islands and the location of the airport. These 5 are: hike along Sorvagsvann to the famous cliff of Trillanipa. Visit Bor at sunrise. Hike to Gasadalur with the famous Molafossur waterfall. Try to either hike over to the viewpoint of the famous Drangarnir Island or take a boat there. If visiting in the main season, take a boat to Mykines to watch birds like puffins. What to do on Streymoy? As most visitors stay on Streymoy, this is also the main starting point for all the explorations. But you actually don't have to venture out far, there's a lot to see on the main island as well. Here are our top 6 discoveries on Streymoy. Visit Saxund with its grass-covered houses at low tide to be able to walk all the way to the second, hidden bay. Visit one of the highest waterfalls of the island, which is conveniently located directly next to the street, Fossa Waterfall. Check out the coastal village of Jornuvik. You might be able to catch surfers here. Visit the dome houses close to Kvivik. Check out the capital city of Tórshavn. Watch the sunset at Norðradalir. What to do on Eysturoy? The second largest island is located just east of Streymoy and has a couple of highlights as well. We recommend the following locations and explorations on Eysturoy. Drive the scenic road from Funningstur to Funninger alongside the coastline. On the way to Jog Park, your car and hike alongside the Slettaratindur mountain for some incredible views. But be careful when it's windy up here. Visit the port and sleepy town of Jogv. Fugloy is the hidden gem. You can easily get over there via helicopter to Fugloy, which will cost you €15 equivalent. Explore the island all by yourselves. Take the local ferry back together with some sheep herders and fishermen. Spend a couple of hours at the island and enjoy the spectacular views. This will be a true adventure. Guide to the Faroe Islands, what to pack. First things first, any guide to the Faroe Islands needs to include packing tips. Number 1, break that wind. Make sure to pack yourself a windbreaker that'll protect you on the gusty shores. Although there's as little need for a branded jacket, it is worthwhile investing in a well-made windbreaker that'll last you for future trips. Number 2, thermal up. With almost 18 hours of sunlight in August, you'll probably be outside for most of the day, which can lead to some rather cold legs and arms. Grab yourself some thermals that can also be used at night to keep you nice and toasty. Number 3, a good pair of boots. One of the most important items on any packing list is a good pair of boots. Quite a few of the sites you'll want to discover will require a light to moderate walk-hike to see, so these boots will definitely come in handy. Most routes are marked, but you will be walking across uneven, wet and sometimes slippy terrain, and it's at times like this a good pair of walking boots will come in pretty handy. Number 4, lotion like a pro. Sunscreen and lip balm will be a priority with the weather changing quite quickly and the fact that you'll be outside exploring for most of the day. If you're planning some time sailing or even when snow has settled, definitely don't forget to ladle that sunblock on yourself. Number 5, the shade of it all. So do grab yourself a pair of UV protected shades that not only look cool but also protect your eyes, just like these super cool shades. Number 6, camera with its all equipment. When you visit the Faroe Islands, you most definitely need to take all your camera equipment with you. The Faroe Islands is serious fodder for landscape photography, so you'll no doubt find yourself snapping faster than the paparazzi when you visit. In winter months, don't forget to take a tripod with you to catch the northern lights. Comment below which place you want to visit, and need a complete guideline about that. Thank you for watching the video.